Welcome back to JH Diesel. We're just getting back to the shop, getting everything unloaded from our Cletus and Cars and 2.4 Hours LA Mults event from last weekend. It was absolutely insane, guys. Like, it took me a day to just recollect everything and go, man, that event topped every single other one we did. Monster trucks, the van pre, the 130 feet jump in a freaking minivan. You had the 2.4 Hours LA Mults with the kidney bean, and then the burnouts were epic. We got some Aussies in town now that are ripping with us. Got me. They beat me. What do you do? So that just means I got to add some more horsepowers to the old Chevrolet so we know we can get her back going like we need to. So it was awesome, though. What a freaking awesome event. Like I said, guys, not to brag on it, but we've been going to these events for 4 years now, 5 years. And this weekend was just absolutely, every time it's like, okay, it's getting a little bit the same, and then it just took it 10 more levels up. So my boy Cleet is crushing out there, guys. It's so freaking awesome. We had such a blast. So if you missed it, you are not gonna want to miss the April event, the Freedom 500 and Cletus and Cars burnouts, because it's just, I'm telling you guys, the guy's leveling it up every time. So on top of that, do not forget, we've got the Trackhawk giveaway going on right now. All your JH Diesel merchandise, you can spend $5, get you one entry to win a sick Trackhawk. It's about to be modded by my boy Cleet. She's about to be ripping. So we'll get into today's video. Got a couple things for you. You guys remember the drag truck that we started building, and we're gonna build it to run the 770 class in the diesel class. For anybody that doesn't know, diesels run 8th mile. So the ODSS series is the biggest series that I know of, and they run 8th mile in that series for all the diesel trucks. We also went to Ultimate Callout Challenge this year. That's where we actually took the truck, and of course, our luck, we bolted a big turbo on it, big injection pump, big injectors, and we blew the motor up pretty quickly. So it broke a crank on us. Not what we wanted, but we did click off a 770 pass for that class, which was awesome. But after leaving the race, I realized that class just isn't for me. The bracket class, they run a bracket ET, they run a 770 class, then they go to a 660, or a 660 class?
Yeah, I believe
650. 650. Maybe it's 650. I don't know. 670. Hang on. I'm blah, blah, blah. Hang on. All right. So they run a ET bracket, 770, 670, 590. So that's 5.9 seconds in the 8th. And then it jumps up to Pro Street. Then you got your big guys with your Pro Mods and drag shirts and all that stuff. So I'm like, these bracket classes just isn't for me. So I decided for next year, I'm going to step it up to Pro Street class. I'm going to do my best and try, see what we can do and see what we can afford to make it and what happens. But so we just got the truck back from our boy Tye. Works at McFarland Fab. You guys know Tye. Phenomenal welder fabricator, guys, and you're going to be super excited to see this. The engine, like I said, is hurt right now, but we figured let's keep the truck mobile so we can still drive it out of the shop. And then the motor locked up on us. But either way, because it was still running with the broke crank, you just hear some noises, so you could get it in and out of the shop and stuff. But it finally said no more. So we got our truck. It's been over at Tye Fab, his shop, and he did a phenomenal job. We had to build a 25/6 cert cage for it, so we have a couple bars left, but he said, I don't want to do those till you guys are done with it. Let's get everything else done, and then we'll put those other bars in it and go from there. But open the door. I mean, obviously don't forget about the beautiful Whirly Custom Fab single turbo kit we have on there. Right now we're on an S472 5-blade on it. I mean, it was phenomenal, but it's not going to be enough to compete in Pro Street. These guys are running mid to low 5s in the 8th. So that turns into, give or take, some 8-second quarter miles, maybe in the quarter. So that is our goal. So we had to get this thing strengthened and get it, as you guys saw, we got it lightened. We've got the bed off of it, which we've stripped. A lot of mods going on, but check out the case my boy Tye did. We got some junk in here from the weekend. We took it out to Cletus and Cars and showed it off. But as soon as we got it back from Tye on Thursday, we went ahead, clear coated everything, got it to where he was like, man, you really need to paint it, this and that. I said, dude, I do not want to cover up these beautiful welds, man. There's no way. So we're gonna keep this thing cleared, maybe put a couple things on it to protect it from where we're getting it out of. But for the most part, I mean, look at the welds, look at the cage. So much work and time putting this thing. I mean, phenomenal job by Tye, which he always does a phenomenal job. We're gonna put some X braces back here. That's some of the stuff that we gotta finish. Other than that, like he said, he's gonna hold off on that for now. We gotta get a bigger trans cooler because our trans was getting hot at the race. So we're gonna fab something up there. And our plan is to cut this frame off And we're not gonna back half it yet, but we are gonna 4-link the rear. So we're gonna 4-link the rear end, and obviously we got our big fast fuel system there. It's gonna help us, but the truck is pretty much gutted. We're gonna start getting weight and stuff like that on it. And as soon as we get this thing weighed, you have to be a certain weight in Pro Street. I think it's below 5,000, but above 4,200, 4,400 or something like that. So we have to be between in those ranges. And that's another reason why we had to do such an aggressive cage, because the weight of these trucks, you know, you're out there running a, you know, give or take in the 5s and the 8 with a cage, you know, with the weight of this truck, the cage has to be big and reinforced. So that's why I went with such a extravagant cage, because they actually require it for that class and the times that we're running. So as you guys can see, all of Tye's phenomenal. I mean, dude, it's just I keep looking at it, this is just insane. So all the bars, it's going to keep me safe if anything happens. Let's all hope nothing does happen. But yeah. So next year, 2024, Pro Street.
Yo, let's go for nothing happening. I can't lose my driver.
Yeah.
Drivers are hard to find around here.
Yeah, drivers are difficult around here. So we'll get that done, and hopefully have it done for UCC next year. I'm not going to push it too hard. I got to get I've got a built engine that I got to take back apart and fix some stuff on it. We got to go bigger turbo, a lot more nitrous, and you know, we're going to go air to water on the intercooler probably, and get this thing really dialed. It should still be a street truck and drag and drive truck. I'm not going full-blown race truck, but we might be having to do some stuff to swap parts on for the ODSS races, such as doors and stuff like that, where we're trying to lighten it up to meet the class requirements. But for the drag and drives, we don't have to worry about that stuff. We can take it as is with these doors on it and should have a great time. So anyways, guys, that's the start of the video today. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. Now let's get to the tow rig, because we got some badass upgrades for the tow rig that we just got in. So let's get to that rig and show you guys what we're about to do there. Guys, huge announcement, 10% off all your JH Diesel merchandise the rest of the weekend, from now until the rest of the weekend, until Sunday night. So guys, Black Friday special, 10% off. Don't miss out on this, all your JH Diesel merch. And on top of that, the Trackhawk giveaway, every $5 spent gets you one entry. JH Diesel merch, we got the shirts, we got the hats, we got sweaters, we got it all in there. We got keychains, lanyards. This one shirt right here, 5 entries. Sweatshirt, 10 entries. Don't miss out on this, guys. Huge deal this weekend. On top of the giveaway, 10% off all your JH merch. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the video. Well, we got the Denali in the shop, and something I've been waiting on for quite a while, because you know us, we just can't leave anything alone. Leave it stock.
We can't leave it stock.
So we're doing a full turbo delete. I'm just kidding. We're not doing any of this. Full delete. Everything's getting, DPF delete. No, I'm just kidding. So for real though, we're gonna try to make this thing look a little prettier, which it already looks awesome in my opinion. But these factory wheels, I'm just not into the factory wheels right now. So we've been waiting.
You can't be. I mean, you gotta.
We've been waiting for a while. So we got a little package that we put together, and I think this thing's gonna be pretty sick. So right here on this table, we got us some Cognito upper control arms. We got us some FabTech tie rods, and then we got us some Fox shocks, which are gonna be on the front, and also got a couple Fox shocks for the rear. So we're gonna be going all the way around. So this thing's getting the leveling kit. So we're gonna bring the front up about 3 inches with the Fox shocks and the control arms, crank the torsion keys up. Everything right there should be good. And then we get the big upgrades. We get the real upgrades. You guys are really gonna love this. So my last truck, I ran a 22x12 on the front, American Force, with a regular dually in the rear. The front was a single. Well, I decided to change it up a little bit. I've been running single wheel dualies, single wheels on the front, dually on the rear since 2014, 2012, whenever I bought my first dually. So yeah, so I've been doing that. And I decided, you know what, let me change it up. So bam, we got us some 24-inch American Force. DeRange is the model. These wheels look sick. I cannot wait to get these things on the truck. But you want to know something cool? I didn't even know this was going to happen. But our boys really knocked it out of the park on this one.
Yeah, this is fancy.
American Force, JH Diesel. My guy.
They're going to be out of balance, though, because this is more riding over here. It took more material.
Totally out of balance. No, these things are going to be sick, man. They turned out awesome, as usual. I run American Force on just about everything. I got them on the Can-Am Defender. We got them on the shop truck, and now we'll have them on the dually. And then this rig right here, when it's all done, it is going to be getting a set of American Forces on some 14.9s, which we will be getting back to in 2024. I guarantee you we're going to get some progress on that thing and hopefully done. But we figure we get some other stuff done before then.
You said we were upgrading the tow rig. I thought these were for the RV.
These are worth more than the RV, bud. These are worth more than the RV. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, it's so disappointed.
Oh, and really cool thing they came out with too. Check these rigs out. They used to all have plastic caps. Now we got some billet caps. They are machined. They are sick looking, dude. So they still got some film on them. We'll get them all polished up once you get the film and everything off them.
They have clear plastic.
They got clear plastic. Yep. So we'll get all that stuff over them, and we'll get these wheels on there and shined up, and she should be sitting right. On top of that, we got some 35-inch Nitto ridge grapplers that be going on the rig too. So she's gonna be looking right. Start getting this thing tore apart. Start getting the wheels mounted up, balance, get everything done, and this rig is gonna be a huge tow rig upgrade. I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, this is a regular thing we do at the shop. Leveling kit, wheels, tires, that kind of stuff. We do that all the time. But for a Duramax, anybody asks me, this is going to be one of the best riding and most reliable kits you can get. You do the tie rods, you do the control arms, you do the upgrade on there. We take it and have it aligned, and whatever wheel and tire combo. But single wheel, dually, all of them works out great. Everybody loves the ride of them after. I've had that set up on my truck for like the past 10 years. My tow rig, I try to keep it low. I don't try to lift it and make it huge because I do use it to tow the big 40-footer, and I hate having to get in something and it's way different than the other trucks and everything else. So either way, guys, we're going to start getting this thing done and getting the parts on and getting out there on the road and checking it out. I got the old JH Diesel American Force wheels mounted up on those 35-inch Nittos. They're about ready to go on this rig. Cognito arms are on, Fox shocks are on it, FabTech tie rods are on it. The whole assembly's ready to go. The wheel adapters. So next, just bolt the wheel up, get the rest of them on there, and we should have us a rig right now. So after that, we got to take the alignment shop, get it aligned, and hopefully after that, everything's done and everything's right on the truck. So again, guys, pretty basic system. We do a lot on the trucks. We don't normally do the shocks unless somebody asks us for them. We can do a shock extension, which spaces the shock down a couple inches, and that usually works really well too. So either way, about to bolt the 10 lugs. Get this rig on the ground, see how she looks. There she is, guys, our tow rig, new and improved, 24-inch American Force wheels, 35-inch Nitto tires. We've got the Cognito leveling kit, Fox shocks all the way around, and I mean, this thing rides great. I've already towed with it. It did awesome, did phenomenal. I mean, everything, it's great. I might put a 1-inch block in the rear, or else if I don't, I'm gonna have to buy a finisherlift.com shirt from baldeagle.com. So there is a chance I'll be putting a little bit in the rear, maybe some bags, but it does sit a little low in the rear. So other than that though, the truck came out great, guys. We use this kit a lot at my shop, just so you know, the Cognito leveling kit with the shocks or shock extensions, whatever we end up doing, We use that kit a lot, so it's always worked good. The past 3 or 4 trucks of mine have had that same setup on it. Rides good, drives good. So huge shout out to American Force Wheels for helping me out with the wheels, and then a huge shout out to Cognito for making good parts. So this should be a solid setup. I'll leave this thing on this truck, you know, until it's time to trade it in, but I don't know if I even pointed this out yet, but dude, they hooked it up. So again, huge shout out to American Force for that. These guys are awesome to deal with. All right, guys, so that is gonna finish it up for today. Just wanna give you a huge shout out for watching the JH channel. Don't forget about the Trackhawk giveaway right now. All your JH diesel merchandise, baldeagle.com, cletusmcfarland.com. $5 spent, get you 1 entry to win a sick Trackhawk my boy Cletus is building. So again, guys, thank you so much, and hope you guys enjoyed the episode today.